I will give you an example of mnemonics. Ito yung mga ilan lang ito ha, sa mga pamaraan ko, pero I have a lot, no? Pero ito yung mga pinaka-notable technique of memorization. Okay? Una, memorization by acronym. Okay? Ano yung acronym? That is the start of the first letter of the word to memorize. Acronym. So, di ba, natandaan nyo yung mga acronym sa law enforcement, yung post-decorb. Oh, I think you are familiar with that. Bawat isang word na yan, merong corresponding meaning. No? Post-decorb, planning, organizing, yan, staffing, and some other. Pero let me give you a good example. Yung prescription of crime, ito sa law to siya. Palaging lumalabas sa board examinations to siya. Prescription of crime at saka prescription of penalty. Ang memory aid natin dito, dukalolo or dukal. Duka kaya naglolo. Dukalolo. No? So let us have an example of prescription of crime. Tingnan natin paano to siya gamitin. So we are talking of prescription of crime. So sabi natin, ang memory aid ay dukalolo. So first we have D. D stands for death penalty. Reclusion perpetua. Reclusion temporal. Presyon mayor. Mag-prescribe siya in 20 years. So, ano na natin, no? Yung D. And then, ang O, that stands for other afflictive, I'm sorry. Dito, hindi yan, walang presyon mayor dito. Ito, other afflictive. Nandito ang presyon mayor. Sa other afflictive, nandito ang presyon mayor. Mag-prescribe siya in 15 years. And then ang C, that is correctional penalties. Correctional penalties that will prescribe in 10 years. And then, ang A, arresto mayor. Alam ko, may mga second year pa dito, wala pa siguro kayong law. Pero I need not go to the basics on this one. Just to give you an idea na you can memorize something by that so-called acronym. Anyway, you will encounter this particular subject when you enroll in Criminal Law 2 or Criminal Law 1. So that will be in your first semester, third year. So 5 years, duka, no? Ang L dito, libel. That will prescribe in 1 year. And then, ang O is other similar offenses. Meaning, similar sa libel. Other similar offenses. So, that will be 6 months. Kung grave slander, And then, 2 months lang siya for simple slander. And then, we have another L, that is light. Ang O, light offenses that will prescribe in 2 months. Oh, yun ang ibig sabihin ng ducal law. Ang daming ganito sa criminology. It is just a matter for you to observe, use your imagination so that you can make your own memory aid or mnemonics on how you can remember certain or a lot of things that you need to memorize. That is the typical ano. Now, that is ducal law. Ito siya ducal, ganun din, death penalty, other afflictive penalties, correctional, arresto mayor, and then light penalties. These are just examples. No? You can remember that, you can have that later on. Sa fingerprint, actually, halimbawa kung sa ang pinag-usapan natin ay patungkol sa delta, klaseng delta. I think marami nang nakakuha ng fingerprint. Ang memory aid ko dito ay breads. Ano yung breads? Yung B, bifurcation. And then ang R, recurving ridge. Ang E, ending ridge. Ang A, that is an angle. The meeting of two ridges. Ang D is dot. Ang S is short ridge. You can easily remember. So we have breads. That refers to breads. So that is acronym. Okay, let us go to the next. Memorization by letter or word connection. Ito. This is my very own invention of memorization, of how we can memorize. This is a good example. Ito yung pag-memorize na i-connect mo yung mga letter or words sa isang, halimbawa may terminology, may definition, may mga words doon, may mga letters doon na mag-connect sa isa't isa. So a good example dito yung letter connection. Ito yung maraming mga na-confuse nito. Cumulative at saka corroborative evidence. Maraming na-confused ng ganitong klaseng evidence, no? In fact, may mga libro, I will not tell you the author, may mga libro na may Q&A pero mali-mali ang binigay niya na sagot. Because the author himself does not have any memory aid to tell the difference between cumulative evidence and corroborative evidence. So, ang dalawa ay additional evidence. They are both additional evidence. Pero madali mong ma-memorize, madali mong matandaan na ang cumulative ay additional evidence of the same kind, ang corroborative evidence, additional evidence of different kind by the so-called letter connection. For example, ang cumulative may letter M. In the description, they are said to be evidence of the same kind. I-connect natin ang letter M. So same with the word cumulative. So hindi tayo mawala because we have the letter connection. Ang corroborative evidence, we connect the letter R. So there are 3 R's in corroborative. I-connect natin yan. Dito sa R sa different. So, hindi tayo mawala because the word to remember for cumulative is same to differentiate it with corroborative evidence. And the word to remember in the case of corroborative evidence is yung tinatawag natin na different. So, di tayo mawala. No? So, that is memorization by letter connection. Another is memorization. Kasi another example. Itong topic na to palaging lumalabas sa board exams. In fact, sa latest board examinations sa criminalistics, lumabas ang topic about spectral sensitivity. So ito yun sila. Mahirap yan, no? Kasi ang pag-explain nito sa ano natin, hindi naman natin na-actualize sa photography subject to siya. So more of memorization. Mas maganda yung may actualization tayo nito kasi mas madali natin matandaan. Pero ang problema nito, saan tayo makahanap ng mga materials nito? Yan ang pinaka-problema. So, how do we remember monochromatic? That it is sensitive to one color only. Dali lang. Because of the word connection. Mono. Ang ibig sabihin ng mono is one. Connect natin yan. Ang ibig sabihin ng chromatic in photography, it has something to do with color. So therefore, madali na matandaan ang monochromatic because that refers to one color. That is a particular film that is sensitive to one color only. So a good example is blue sensitive film. That is the film to use in X-ray, medical X-ray. What about this one? Letter connection, word connection, ito. Ang O, isipin natin to siya na zero. That is letter O, pero isipin natin na zero. I-connect natin siya sa word na not. Zero, not. Ang letter R dito sa orthochromatic, i-connect natin sa first letter ng red. So we have R. And then, ang chromatic, alam na natin, it has something to do with color. So, madaling matandaan, no? Because orthochromatic, sabihin na natin, not red color. No? The connection with the letters. Another, dito tayo sa panchromatic. So, ang prefix na pan, ito siya, ang prefix na to, ang ibig sabihin niyan sa English ay all. I think you are familiar with the terms na Pan-American Games, Pan-Asian Games. Ang ibig sabihin, all American Games or all Asian Games. And then, chromatic, it has something to do with color. So, panchromatic film that is sensitive to all colors. So, ito na, itanong din to siya sa board exams, most natural and realistic reproduction of color. And we have infrared film, the longest range of sensitivity. No need for letter connection diyan kasi wala nang ibang tanong sa board exams kundi longest range of sensitivity. Okay? So that is about memorization by letter connection. Okay. So